Um, Club I is also one of our sponsors here. Club I is this place actually holds about 200 people when you do a big party here. I've done several big party events, and this place is available for rent for special events. I do everything from gaming tournaments to software training. You can see there's a brochure on the table over there for a DVD authoring tool company that is doing a free seminar at the end of January here for DVD tool authoring, those kinds of things happening. So this place is available if your company wants to rent it or do a special event here. There's also flyers on the table for a business that I have. I'm publishing a directory coming up to be published in March called the San Francisco.com directory. That'll be an actual printed directory of 600 internet IT communications companies located in San Francisco, either with branch offices or headquartered here in San Francisco. I'll be selling advertising for that over the next couple of months. We're going to print 25,000 copies of it, and it'll come out in March. I also produce a quarterly event called 415 Tech. That is a very large business mixer event. There's like 1,000 people come to that event. I have 50 companies with tabletop displays. We got a dozen sponsors like Garage.com and Silicon Valley Bank, CNET, Microsoft, Apple, companies like that. And then we have a lot of startup companies that are there. That is happening on February 26th, Wednesday evening, 6 o'clock to 10 o'clock, after work networking event. We have free food for 1,000 people, and it's at the Galleria Design Center. There's a website up, 415tech.com. That has the information. If you want a table, it's scaled based on revenue, so you got table space anywhere from $300 to $1,000, depending upon the size of your business. And we're selling tickets online. Let's see. What else? I wanted to thank Greenwich. Greenwich Radio is also a sponsor of the Internet Music Business Mixer here, and I want to congratulate them on their big deal. They got purchased. Yeah. And it's all because they sponsored this event. But that's quite something, Brian. Congratulations on that. That is quite an accomplishment. Let's see. We want to go quickly around the room here, give people an opportunity to introduce yourself. We have a lot of people here, so we have to do it very quickly. However, if you are have a company and you're looking to hire people, and or if you are looking to get hired yourself, if you're looking for work, I encourage you to take 30 seconds and elaborate on that. But if we can quickly go around the room, I want to give people a chance to just say very quickly.
To people that know a lot about the industry and less about the industry, so I'm going to cover a lot of different kinds of territory, a little bit about kind of where the idea originally came from for the site, and sort of my own personal view of that, and why we're doing this, a little bit about what the service is and why I think it's interesting, and talk a little bit about the technologies that we fielded, and why I think it's an exciting opportunity. And then pretty much I'll take questions after that. If you ask me a question, remind me about who you are, just so I can kind of connect and talk to you on a one-to-one basis. I guess that's it. I'll just dive in. So, did I mention that we're hiring? Okay. Good. For a lot of different positions. So, the site originated about, less than a year ago. And when we first started talking about it at Nanocosm, originally thinking about what we were going to do, a lot of it came from some thinking I had done actually at a previous employer, who I won't mention, about how to make people famous using the internet, and what that meant, that the barriers to becoming known had really been lowered by the ability of people to put materials, initially just web pages, up on the internet and get a lot of people to see them. And I've done a lot of thinking about that, and actually been asked by the board of directors of that company to develop their internet strategy, which focused a lot on that concept. Now, needless to say, they didn't pursue that strategy, so I did. And you know, in the future, everyone will be famous for 15 minutes. Well, you know, guess what? It's the year 2000. So it is the future, and that's really the motivation. That's why I was excited about doing this idea, this project. You know, another take on it. I can't do a presentation and not quote McLuhan, but it's a lesser known quotation at least. So maybe people haven't heard it, but you know, it's all about theater, and you know, it is entertainment, but it's a new twist on entertainment where the audience is not just the consumer, but the producer of the entertainment. And the web is all about that, blurring the boundary between the two groups, producers and consumers, and we're doing that with audio technology now. So our listeners are the creators. Some other trends, you know, another just kind of cultural trend that informed what we're trying to do is this whole notion of people taking objects of mass production, like cars, for example, and modifying them or piecing them together in new ways. And that's really what people do with our service, too. So hot rodding's kind of out now, but you know, people used to buy cars that were produced by Detroit and customize them. Some people still do that. Today you see a lot more lowrider kind of vehicles, but there are still people doing this kind of thing. And then there's electronic music where people took samples both from the environment and from other songs. And of course the DJ mixes. The DJ presents other people's music. They're not necessarily a producer of music themselves. And then sort of the ultimate version of this, the web, where people took components from other people's websites and pieced them together. The whole notion of linking is really